Why do we compare ourselves to others, and how to stop that? Here are 9 tips for that. I will share some gluten and dairy-free cooking, how to make ghee, bloopers, and many more. Stay until the end to see them all.
I could see this through. I could wait another night. One more night, one more night. I could fight it through till the darkness turns to light. One more night, one more night. Say it's gonna be okay. 'Cause this
I started to go down on the rabbit hole of discovering why are we comparing ourselves to others, and this is what I find as I researched.
holding on to yesterday.
Often said, comparison is a thief of joy, yet we're still doing it. Back in the days, we compared ourselves to classmates, friends. Now that the social media gives more peek into others' life, it is even more addictive to compare. So why do we do it, and how can we stop doing that?
I can leave the truth. Shut the blinds I could deny. One more night, one more night.
When individuals compare themselves to others as a way of measuring their personal development or to motivate themselves to improve, comparison can be beneficial. However, we have to look out to avoid the pitfalls of negative comparison. We compare for social connection and validation. When we consistently compare ourselves to others, we start to lose our individuality. We're trying to do what we think is expected from us rather to staying true to ourselves. We stop taking risks and trying new things for fear of not measuring up to others. We do it subconsciously. It can potentially impact you in ways you might not expect. People compare themselves to others to confirm their existing beliefs about themselves, which can help them feel stable and predictable. However, comparing oneself to others can have negative effects such as wasting time, resentment, diminished self-worth, and negative thoughts.
Golden things. Gold hair. Gold rings. Gold leaves.
There's a social comparison theory. There are 2 categories for that.
I'll follow only golden.
Upward comparison. We compare ourselves to others that doing things we want or need to do. That sort of gives a map to how to do it. It can give motivation. The problem with it, if it gets out of control, it hijacks the brain and it destroys the motivation. The second one is the downward comparison. Emotional coping to feel better about ourselves. The problem is that people who criticize and pretend to be better actually gets stuck in their own life. In order to stop doing the comparison, we have to dismantle the justification of the comparison. We have to understand why we compare ourselves to that specific person, targeting the emotion that is feeding the comparison. Here are some tips that I gathered to stop comparing ourselves to others. The first one is awareness. Most often we do these social comparisons without realizing it, that we're doing it. So the first step, it is to recognize when it is happening. Develop self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Understand that everyone has different strengths and weaknesses, and making mistakes or facing setbacks is part of being a human. Reflect on your accomplishment. Regularly remind yourself of your own achievements and progress, no matter how small they seem. Count your blessings. I like to start my morning to think about 10 things that I'm thankful for, and one of them is the warm bed that I'm waking up in and the other one that I have this beautiful family, I have a house, I have a refrigerator with food in there and such. That's just some ideas, but this is what I like to do. Practice gratefulness. That is close to tied to my previous point, but you can actually go further with those thoughts. You can practice that. What are you being grateful, and what are the things that you appreciate in your life? The next one is focus on your strengths. Everybody has different strengths that they're good about, and let's focus on that. And that's why we have to have a community. Everybody can contribute to something, and that's the beauty of that. Everybody can do something different. Be okay with imperfection. I personally like to do my best as I can, but to a certain degree. So if I make a party or I create a video, I do all my best and try to enjoy the moments and outdo myself. But I have no problem to let go of all of my expectations as the time is approaching, because I'm not comparing myself to others rather than to myself, and I know I did my best. And that doesn't mean I never compared myself to others in the past. Here's this video. There's a reason for that. I started to compare myself to other channels that did beautiful videos, and I just felt like, what am I doing here? So this is what led to this video. Focus on the journey. That is a very good way to gather our thoughts around what can we do better, how can we enjoy, and just leave behind the judgment of ourselves to get compared with someone else, because this is our own journey and we're focusing on our own development, where we came from, where are we now, and where are we heading. Learning to love enough. If we always want what others have, we will never have enough. We will always want more. That's an endless cycle. If we have the basics, we have the safe home and the food, loving people around us, it is a safe base what we actually need, and everything else on top of that can be solved with some creativity and learning skills. Now that I'm done with some housework, I'm going outside and I have some rose bushes and I'm going to dehydrate these roses for tea and for some rose water. Last week I planted my Hawaiian strawberries into little containers and I'm just going to add some straw on the top because that will help to stop the rotting of the strawberries as the rain is coming, and also it will keep them moist in the pot. I will do the same to my other regular strawberries. Since the weather is beautiful, we are going for a relaxing stroll with Zsolt before we do other tasks and errands. Before we heading out to our errands, I'm going to pack up a few orders so we can drop it off at the post office. And thank you so much for the orders. I so appreciate that. I am currently working on some new designs, so those are on the way to my shop. Look at those cute chicks. We can't leave them there. They have to come home with us. I have to do some cooking, and while I do that, I'm going to show you how to make the ghee. Ghee is a clarified butter, so if you are sensitive to dairy protein, not the lactose is the sugar part of it, but to the protein, then you can make this at home. Chopping some vegetables for the meal that I'm going to make. Usually I like to buy ghee at Costco, but they were out of it. It's a little bit less expensive if you make it at home. The reason I like to buy them at Costco because they are a good deal and I use a lot. I can use it on a high temperature and I love the flavor of the ghee. Also, as I'm frying, it makes everything more crispy. The coconut oil keeps everything more, I would say on the pale side, and then we don't like the taste of it. Avocado oil, it's better for taste wise. We like it a little bit more, but it still not have the same effect as I'm using the ghee. This clarified butter, it makes everything more caramelized and more rich in flavor. That's when I know it's getting close to be the done stage, when it's kind of more bubbly. I can see more bubbles than this white things on the top, but of course I cannot see the bottom, so it's definitely not done. On my cooktop, the number 9 is the highest, and I have this up on the 4th. Okay, now it's even more see-through because I can actually clearly see where all the protein has stick to the bottom. So I keep continue to skim the top with these little bubbles, and then pretty soon it's going to be done. It is kind of shiny on the camera, so I don't know how much you can see it, but in real life I really see the bottom, so I can clearly see where the bottom has collected all the protein pieces. So it's getting close to be done. It is really getting see-through at this point. Okay, I'm gonna try this little shiver. Maybe that works better. Yeah. Okay guys, if you have this type of this little thing, use this one. Much easier and faster. Look at this beautiful golden color. To check your clarified butter, if it's really clean and free from the protein, you can just put your hands behind it, and if you can see your fingers, then it's a good indicator that it's clarified beautifully, and this is just oil without the protein. The chicken breast rolls turned out great. I fried some peppers, corns, and parsley, and this is what I'm going to mix with the cooked rice. Once the ghee is chilled, it goes into a solidified texture, and this is how it will look.
Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful.
This is the next morning. I'm putting away the ghee to their cozy home.
Some would say I'm insane and they're riding away, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Oh, you left me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Once you're pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you left me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Once you're pandemonium.
This recipe is so easy. You only need 3 ingredients. Cut the pork into thin stripes, and it's very important how you cut it. Make sure you cut the meat across with the grain, so that way it's not going to be chewy. And then you will need some potatoes and peas. And for spices, you only need black peppers, a lot, and some salt.
I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know, give me your freedom.
One of my favorite shortcut besides the oven is my waffle maker. I mixed some cooked rice with some eggs. Cooking it in the waffle maker makes a shortcut in time, and I have less mess to clean up.
Pieces, yeah, I need it. Once you're pandemonium.
Since the waffle maker is already on, I'm going to make some waffles with some eggs and bananas, a little bit of rice flour and some vanilla flavor and baking soda.
Give me your freedom. Whoa, yeah, to pieces, yeah, I need it. Once you're pandemonium, life is so easy.
If you enjoy the bloopers, they are coming up soon.
You love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Once you're pandemonium.
The food is done for the day, so I'm going to spend more time in the studio today.
Say it's gonna be okay, 'cause this winter is so long, feels like it's haunting me. Say there's gonna be a change, 'cause I feel like I'm just holding on to yesterday. But if I wait till the summer,
No problem. There's ants in the bathroom.
Okay, I'm coming.
For future videos, don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell for notification. There's a more section. If you click on it, you can find additional information and links under the video.